Hey guys, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button. Get on this channel. Check out all my reviews. Hey guys, here it is. Beach Toys coming at you. Excited to tell you I've got a number 93 Snow Serpent. Been looking forward to this one for a while too. This is another one of those guys that, yes, it's deluxe. Comes with lots and lots of accessories. And yes, I've been reading how people are complaining there is no knife sheath, but I did see a picture where someone stuffed a knife down in his vest, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Anyway, so here he is. I got two today. Got one from One Extra. Well, here they are. Going to open this one right here. Got 5 more coming. I ordered from a Frogman Toys or something somebody had posted in one of the groups the other day. Anyway, as I sometimes will state, I like to try to do PayPal credit, so I don't have to pay for it right now and just kind of pay that off over the 6-month time. You know, hey, with money getting tighter these days and groceries and everything else getting more expensive, kind of got to be a little cautious on how I spend. So, and haven't been selling as much stuff lately or working anything extra. So, yeah, anyway, let's check him out. Here he is. Let's see what he looks like here. So, always was a fan of these as a kid. I had one, actually I had 2 of these. Somehow I ended up with 2. I have often stated that on occasion I ended up with some of my cousin's toys because I borrowed them, and a handful of his Joe figures only, nothing else. Maybe a Transformer or 2 ended up never making it back to him, so I ended up with them. I had 2 cousins that pretty much had everything as a kid. They both had flags. They both had tons of play sets, Terradromes, tons of stuff. One I don't really ever to this day. I still don't understand how they did it. His mom did not work that I recall. Not my aunt. I never remember her being a worker of any kind, like working anywhere. And I think his dad was a plumber, which would have made good money, and back then probably could have afforded anything extra off of one salary back in the 80s, especially a plumber's salary. Now my other cousin, his dad, God rest his soul, filed bankruptcy probably 3, 4, 5 times when him and my aunt were married. So I always liked the guy personally on a personal level, my uncle, but called him Unc. But I know he probably didn't do things he was kind of a shady character, so to say. So anyway, doesn't really matter. Just saying, telling the story that, hey, I ended up with extra stuff. So somehow, coming full circle back, I ended up with 2 Snow Serpents at one time. Now I did get rid of a handful, some Joes, and lo and behold, I think I've only got my good one. I kept my better of the 2, the one that didn't have as much paint and playwear. So anyway, so this guy looks really, really cool. I know people have kind of complained about the head. This is what I would say about the head. Now, and I agree. I mean, I'm kind of like, I like the old school look better. This is what my opinion on the head of this guy is, that his helmet was a little oversized to begin with. If you go back and look at the original Snow Serpent, it bows out on the side. It kind of fans out. See how you got these lines here on his head that go around it, up on his helmet, so to speak. Those kind of bow out on the original. Oh, let me show you this thing too. Here's the inside of the box. He's got the wolf thing over the wolf skin. It's taxidermy work there, by the way. His wolf cloak, cape, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so anyway, that is my theory on why his head does not bow out, or it does not look that way, because he had the original. It bows out, and it's kind of I don't know how to describe it. I can't use the word. I want to say egg shaped, but it's not egg shaped. It's just a little different. That helmet was. So that's one thing. Oh man, this elbow is ridiculously tight. Almost, I thought it was gonna break for a second when it bent. Ooh. Tell you, folks, be careful. I know people always say I'm bad. I got a bad habit. I just want to try to move it right now. Don't want to go back later and try to change it with a little bit of hot water and such. But here it is. It's moving. Getting it moved. It's a little tight. Got I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that's maybe a wolf logo of sorts on his right arm. Let's check out the legs. Pretty tight. Leg joints are super, super tight too. Very tight. So, can we bend a little more? I don't know if this thing's double jointed. Like, yeah, there it goes. It's got to do a little bend, and sometimes these things are so tight. I'm telling you, and you want to be careful. I mean, honestly, I've seen a lot of people say, hey, just put them in some hot water, etc., and go from there. And sometimes I just want to test the boundaries. There we go. And see. I do have some more coming, but I don't want it broke, even though I just got these from Amazon. So if there was an issue, I could easily take it back. So luckily, the only nice, real good thing about Amazon, or well, one of two things, is the availability and easiness to take stuff back. However, and price can be actually decent, and I would say that because these were $33.24. For some reason, I got a cheaper rate. They were price matching. My guess is GameStop, because I think GameStop, if you're a pro, you had this, and I am a pro member, that is. I'm not pro at anything else. Pro member will have had these a little bit cheaper. I did order a couple of grunts the other day from GameStop because they had an extra 5% off and pro, so I think I got everything. It was an extra $1 and some change off maybe of each figure, so I went ahead and ordered some. Yeah, I didn't get the $11.99 grunts. I wasn't one of those fortunate people. Anyway, so back to this guy. Good looking figure. Here's the bottom of his fur. You can see it goes with the backpack hole. We're going to check all that out here right now. So, all right, number 93 in the line. Cobra logo and Snow Serpent. So these guys are going to go cool with the Arctic bats, by the way. We have a snow theme starting. Now if we can get the I started to say Alpine, Iceberg, and who's the other guy? I don't want to put that up yet. I just realized I need to get all his equipment out. Snow Job, Alpine. Get an Arctic Cat vehicle. Man, there's lots of good stuff in here. You got tons of accessories. They did do a good job with everything. I guess my only complaint on the accessory front is we didn't get the missile launcher quite like it. We got the bazooka, and I'm kind of agreeing. I've seen people post out there that they're, yeah, I would like to got my, the missile launcher came with it, and everything's different. The snowshoes, the headpiece, and the wolf skin is a separate 2 pieces, by the way. I'll show you that in a second. So I am digging this figure, though. I've seen people post figure of the year. I'll be honest, this is a great figure, and it could possibly make maybe figure of the year. But I'm going to be perfectly honest on my side of this and tell you that I was a big fan of the Crimson Guard this year. I believe that came out earlier this year, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I'm separating everything as I talk, by the way, so I can show you and put it all out there. But I personally like the Crimson Guard figure. I thought it was very well done. Very much so in comparison to the original. By the way, I like this gun. This looks like the Cobra Blaster from the cartoon. The Valkyries had this, and I like that. I don't know the snow. And so these are the Valkyrie weapons, obviously, now that I'm looking at them. Now this gun I like. This gun I like a lot. I would like to see a lot of Cobra Troopers with these figures in general with that. So, okay. Woo! About lost that knife. That's the one I said it's going to be hard. So here we go. 2 pistols, and he comes with holsters for those pistols. I just don't know why they didn't put a little leg strap here and have that knife on his leg. So so your Snow Serpent, here's the pistol. I'll just put one in the holster for now. I'm gonna put the other one in there. Little pistol here, little, what is this, Colt 1911 or whatever they're called. Lots of video games have that. Does come with a goggles, and I believe the original one had goggles, yeah, over his head. So so that makes it back to closer to the original. So now we get the goggles look. The knife, again, the hard part, what do you do with it? Where does it go? It's just a little knife. And again, there's a gentleman that put it in the vest. Thought it would fit better than what it does. There's a little bit of a hang up in that vest because you get to this pouch. So you almost got to put it in there at an angle. So hopefully that will stay. All right, then you got this machine gun. This one. You got the bazooka. Boy, they were using, I'm telling you, they were using several parts on this thing. There's no back side to this bazooka, by the way. At least not that I'm seeing. If there is, oh, I'm sorry. And I said not that I'm seeing, it fell behind me. So, there it is. So this is the same bazooka piece you get with bazooka. That's why I said I think I'd rather get the rocket launcher that he originally came with. And I think we'll get some of the retro, with the retro stuff, we'll get it fixed up a little bit. You know, I got several eels too. That's another retro one coming in that whole group. So, and believe you get the same type backpack that Bazooka has. Looks like you can only hang this under it. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm telling you, you have to do several different things here. What's the look on the box? I'm gonna go. He's holding the bazooka. He's got, see, I don't think he's got the backpack on in the box. He's just got the visor, the goggles look blue on here. On here they're not. They're just solid black. Anyway, I think this is the look you can go for. But I do believe that someone had showed off that these can hang from the back of this backpack. Like so. Which actually is probably the way to go, if you ask me. Now the fun part. How do you get this in here? Is there a way to open this up? Am I missing something? Oh, I think it goes in. Yeah, never mind. Goes in like that. Goes in, rocket down first. I should have known that. I'm a goober. I'm a goober for thinking that. Yep. So here's a part of it you can do. We can go this route. But that leaves, what that does is that leaves the gun open. You're going to have to do something with the gun. Like the guns, there are no extra holsters for these guns. I personally, again, would say I prefer this machine gun here over this one. And I would reuse this one with I would even happily give this to a Cobra Trooper, to be honest with you. An infantry or a trooper, whatever. Because I personally like this machine gun here. This is probably your basic look to go with it. Now, the fun part. Very cool, though. So, here's the bigger design on the back that's on his sleeve. So, this black, I'm going to set this down so you know. we have them. So this black emblem here is what's on the bottom here. So what we could do, oh, and there's a Cobra logo on the front. So this guy, yeah, this is great. I love Cobra logos. Put them on everything. If I could, I would. If I ever had a tattoo, that would probably be my tattoo. I'm not a tattoo person, by the way. But if I did, the only two things I ever considered getting, or three, I guess, would be a Decepticon logo, would be one. But Cobra logo is absolutely and by far and foremost always been the #1 pick for me if I ever was to get a tattoo. That's what it would be. And then actually, I'm a Mega Man fan. The Sigma logo, if you know what I'm talking about, from Mega Man X. Sigma's logo. I always thought that was cool. It's like a shark with the Sigma, the E Sigma behind it, kind of colored. I like a lot of color in it. It looks really cool. So those would be, if I was getting a tattoo, those are my top picks. But Cobra logo is always has always been, will be #1 if I ever was to get one. Now, I don't think I will, but just saying. All right, well, I'm dropping stuff. Hard to get his feet set in there the way you want them. I honestly thought these turned, and they don't. These are set up this way already, so that won't change. I thought these swiveled, so you would have to swivel the foot, which is what I'll do. I'm going to take this off. Well, I'll show you this. I'm going to show you off his hood, his cape and stuff anyway here in a sec. I'm still trying to get you this part. I'm really, oh man, Butterfingers. I really want to put this in perspective here and see what it looks like. And I feel like I'm just not getting his feet in there like they're supposed to be. If I get one, I can't get the other, and that's my I feel like that's my problem right now. I'm trying to even turn it. I just don't understand why I'm having trouble. Well, I know one reason. I can't see it because of the lighting. I think that's it. I think I've got him finally. There we go. I guess I got him finally. All right, now the last part is we can add this. Oh, there is a peg for that too. Okay, so, all right, didn't know that. Peg for the cloak, if you can get it in there good. If you're like me, I'm screwing it up. And the wolf has claws, and they're even painted as paws on the bottom. Hope you can see that. That's black up in there like they're real paws. And then here's the headdress. That's what it, I mean, that's what it is. It's a headdress. There we go. I think I got it. It's not wanting to go in very well, which I don't know is weird because the backpack went in just fine. I'm on the fence about this particular piece, by the way. I'll take this goggles off too. I'm on the fence about this particular piece. I don't know if I like it or not. It's not really Snow Serpent-ish, so to speak. I'll take that off too. So you get this look. And, okay. I'll show you something else in a second. So you get this look, and here it is. It is kind of cool, is neat, is definitely different, but there it is. So there's the look. There is, believe it or not, another peg hole on the back of this. And I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. I don't know if you can tell with the lighting. So it may be possible to stick completely with all this. So it looks like you can. So what you lose or can't hold on to, let me show it to you here in a sec. What you can't hold on to, you can take this, all this gear here. What you necessarily can't hold on to, makes it kind of hard here, but yeah, not really a good place to hang this piece. But what you can't hold on to is this and this gun. I'm not seeing a place for it on the side. I was double checking again. And then you have to take the goggles off to wear this part. So, in general, I would say I feel like these don't stick in there as good as I'd hoped either. They're in there, just not super, super great. So, anyway, but here he is, completely dressed for winter gear here, his winter gear. So, there you go, guys. That's your Snow Serpent number 93. Very, very, very cool figure. Glad I'm going to have a slight army build here. Like I said, these are expensive, so I'm not going to go too crazy. I've got 5 more coming towards the end of the week. So, I'll be looking forward to getting those and having at least half a dozen of these guys. I'm pretty much when I troop build, if it's getting, especially lately, I don't get too crazy, but I am trying to get up to about 6 each if I can, as best as I can. So, all right, guys, there he is, Snow Serpent Deluxe figure with all his accessories. Lots of good stuff there, guys. I hope you can get a hold of one. Again, I got mine on Amazon at $33.24. They are priced back regular, but it does say temporarily out of stock. I did have 6 more. Actually, I had a total of 11 ordered from Amazon, but I cut out. I took 2 orders, an order of 3 and an order of 6, and got rid of it. Because I ended up, I found that one from this Frogman toy store, and I could use PayPal, so I cut that out, dropped a number. I didn't quite want, I was going to end up with 9. I didn't quite want 9, so I'm going to end up with 7. So I'm going to try to keep one in the box. I got a good one over here out of the 2. I got one that didn't have any nicks or anything banged up on the box, and then I've got 5 more coming. I mean, I'd say coming from a small personalized toy store, so to speak, that they'll all come packed really well. So I'll probably open the one I got here and keep one of those. But that's it, guys. So number 93 Snow Serpent, very cool. Again, don't forget retro is coming later next year probably, so we will get those. Probably won't have all this won't come, I would imagine, not with the headdress, not with the bazooka. He'll probably come with this or a mortar, like he had the mortar rocket launcher he had before. Backpack may be slightly different. He'll come with snowshoes. Actually, he won't come with, he'll come with snowshoes. A gun. I think he had a machine gun similar to this. So, and then his visor. So, anyway, there he is, guys. Snow Serpent. Again, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out more videos. And guys, with Snow Serpent, thanks for watching. I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you.